Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Folk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America. You get in a ballpark. And it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
People will come. They come for reasons they can't even fathom. I'm not sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children, longing for the past. Sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon.
They have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baselines. That when they were children, cheered their heroes. It'll be as if they dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick that I've brushed them away from their faces. People will come. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. Been erased like a blackboard. Rebuilt and erased again. Baseball to mark the time. This field, this game, it's a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good. That it could be again. Oh, people will come. People will most definitely come.
We're all told at some point in time we can no longer play the children's game. We just don't know when that's going to be. Some of us are told at 18, some of us are told at 40. But we're all told.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary, and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season, and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Braves coming. If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is.
I never heard of half of these guys. And the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff.
I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick. Oliver Ohio loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate.
Please remain standing. We call your attention to our bands here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball!
7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys, and pour you a cold one. It's time for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the Atlanta Braves are on the road again. We're set for pitch by pitch, play by play, the classic call, Braves Country Baseball. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside for what should be a great game here on the diamond. As we take you out to the old ballpark, kick up your feet, let's take a journey back to the golden age of radio baseball. We'll do our best to paint the picture as the game goes along. Roll call is on the way. It's time to join the country club, join in the fun. It's time to chop along. Go ahead and put your game face on. Here are the starting lineups for today's action. Leading off for your Atlanta Braves in left field, Mauricio Dubon, 8 home runs, 43 RBI, 2 stolen bases, batting .267. Batting second, patrolling center field for your Atlanta Braves, it's Michael Harris II. 14 home runs, 42 RBI, 5 stolen bases, batting .300. Ozzie Albies batting third, playing second. 12 home runs, a .277 average, 44 RBI. Matt Olson, 20 home runs, 52 RBI, and a .270 average. He's at first. Drake Baldwin is your designated hitter today. 14 home runs, 39 RBI, a .260 average. Austin Riley, batting sixth, playing third. 8 home runs, 36 RBI, .212 on the season. Joey Bart is behind the plate with 3 home runs, 9 RBI, a .246 clip. Eli White, the Book of Eli, is in right field and batting 8. 3 home runs, 14 RBI. Hassan Kim, 3 RBI, 1 stolen base. He's at shortstop and batting 9th. On the mound for the Atlanta Braves, it's Chris Sale Day. The conductor is 8-5 with a shiny 2.14 ERA, 105 whip, 84 innings, 99 strikeouts, 21 walks, 6 home runs, 67 hits given up. He'll be going head-to-head with Robbie Ray. The crafty left-hander is 6-6 with a 3.7 ERA and a 1.28 whip. He was very dominant against the Atlanta Braves last Wednesday in the completion of the game from the rain delay of Tuesday night. He's got 87 innings, 80 strikeouts, 42 walks, 14 home runs served. Backing up Robbie Ray, the bottom of the first inning, leading off the third baseman, Matt Chapman. 7 home runs, 42 RBI. Luis Arias batting second, playing second. 3 home runs, 30 RBI, 320 clip. Helio Ramos is the designated hitter, batting .267 on the year with 4 home runs and 20 ribbies. Rafael Devers, batting cleanup, playing first. 14 home runs, including 2 last night. 43 RBI, a .240 average. Willie Adames, batting fifth, playing short. 14 homers, 32 RBI. Barracoto is in left field with 3 home runs and a .250 average. Jung-Ho Lee in right, batting seventh. 5 home runs at .323 clip. And Haas is behind the plate, batting .200. Cox is in center field. The late scratch today was Schmidt, and he has 1 home run and a .318 average, 7 for 22 on the year. Calling balls and strikes behind the plate today, it's Willie Traynor. Your first base umpire, Brendan Miller. Second base will be manned by John Toon Payne. And down the third base line, it's Chris Conroy. Game time temperatures here in San Francisco, California, 65 degrees with the wind blowing straight out to center at about 10 miles an hour. Your Atlanta Braves are minus 159 on the money line. San Fran plus 146. The over-under, 7.5. Our pick to click today, no one in the lineup really has outstanding numbers, but what does jump out at you, it's a little odd, the left-hander, Michael Harris, 2 for 3 with a home run against Robbie Ray. Give me Money Mike and the Atlanta Braves to win a low-scoring pitchers duel 4-2.
Keep playing like this, will be the laughing stock of the league.
All right, boys, let's get back to basics. This is a baseball. The object of the game is to keep the baseball within the confines of Braves country.
Well, it's about that time. Grab you a cold one. Find you an armchair. Atlanta Braves baseball right here on Braves Country Radio. Your modern-day superstation bringing you pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves and our one-of-a-kind production. Take us anywhere you go for over 300 play-by-play games right here on the BCR. Please like and subscribe today. Don't forget to hype the videos. It helps the smaller stations to bring folks in so we can all root this great game on together. Join the country club today, and a special thanks to all the members in the country club. You help support the BCR.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
You're in Braves country.
Good to see everybody in the chat. Who we got in here today? We'll scroll back till just about the beginning here. No party like a West Coast party. Good to see you. I beg your pardon, we didn't promise you a rosemary garden. Razor Quack Quack in the house. Georgia Skater. Uncle Charlie. Richard Talley. Scotty B. Susan Gray. Sleepito. Rich 22. Braves and Giants just a few moments away as we scroll through. See if we've missed anybody. Got a lot of the usual suspects on the Bobby B, you're the coach for me. Good to see you. If we've missed anybody, jump in. My screen jumped on me. I had to reload it, and then it loses about half of it. So. Good to see you, James Ray, Justin Green Machine. Phillies leading the Mets 5-4, Tally. They are in the 7th inning. I've got it on in the background, keeping an eye on it. And the Cardinals lead the Marlins 2-1. That is in the bottom of the 7th. Of course, we'll see the St. Louis Cardinals this coming Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night. And we've got a doubleheader planned on Wednesday and Friday because of the 4th of July on Saturday. We're going to give you 2 this week. And on top of that, well, first of all, the Wednesday game, we don't know who it's going to be yet. We're waiting to see. There's some threatening weather in 3 different cities, and we're also looking for the pitching matchup. So once that's announced and everything, we'll probably know Tuesday is when I'll probably call it. It's just we're waiting to see what's going on the on that as far as that goes. And on Friday, it's a pretty cool doubleheader because not only is it the Braves at night against the Mets, but you got another good rivalry, Cardinals and Cubs. That's a 2:20 first pitch. So that should be a lot of fun. Still waiting for everything to kick in here. I believe we got the 3D, though. Let me go ahead and bring that up. That came in early today. Finally figured out that if anyone was in the chat late last night, we were talking about that. It took me a while, but I finally figured out the old Android. Man, I see now why Apple's so popular. Those Androids, man, they make it so difficult to just do anything basic that's already pre-programmed in an Apple. But anyways, finally figured it out, and I got it going on the new machine. Helps me keep an eye on the defense. But it sucks because their app that they have for MLB does not work the same way as it does on iPads and whatnot, so I'm having to do it off the website itself. Robbie Ray and the San Francisco Giants are wearing their home whites. Giants across the chest in black, outlined in orange. Braves with the blue tops, gray pants, blue ball cap, and the white A. And we are just about set as Ray comes for his final warm-up tosses on here. It looks like it's a touch behind. And as we wait for that to appear, Dubon coming to the plate. Atlanta across the chest in red, outlined in white. And yes, sir, it is baseball time in Braves country, and the first pitch on the way was high and out of the zone. Second pitch was rattled up the middle, but it's going to be an easy 6-3 put out. Mauricio Dubon, 2 pitches, 1 out. A lot like we saw last night, 1 down. Little dude didn't appear, so I didn't think that was a live pitch. I thought he was still warming up. But y'all know how that works with this 3D stuff. We have to, usually takes about a batter or so to get it organized. Maybe got a catcher standing at the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch to Michael Harris II is outside wide. Taken for a ball, it's 1-0. The 1-0. Down and away, ball 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Brings it. Right there at the knees, sinker. Looking all the way, 2-1. Braves nothing, Giants nothing. Just getting going here in the top of the first. The 2-1 pitch, swing. Hit hard on the ground, but right at the third baseman. That'll be a 5-3 put out. Easy peasy for Matt Chapman, and there's 2 down. Two up, 2 down, and Ozzie Albies the batter. He swings at the very first pitch he sees and pops it back foul, thankfully out of play. 0-1. The 0-1. Brings it, check swing. Looked like he went around. He did not. So that'll even up the count. The 1-1 to Ozzie. Swing. Soft roller down the third base line, but foul. Got a 1-2 to Ozzie. Olsen on deck. I hate when they put Olsen in the 4 spot because you're not guaranteed he's going to bat in the first inning. The 1-2 to Ozzie. Swing and a miss. Late swing well behind it, and it was off the plate. Strike 3. We'll go to the bottom of the first. It's Chris Sale time here in Braves country. Where do you come from? Where do you hail from?
You're in Braves country.
It's always great to hear where everybody's listening here in Braves country. Chris Sale coming on to the bump. Good to see everybody in the chat. Lefty-righty matchup. Matt Chapman coming to the plate. And the first pitch on the way from Chris Sale is a pop-up. We could use some of these, some quick outs. Matt Olson underneath it. F3 in your scorecard, and there's quickly 1 down. What you'll get from Chris Sale today is a 4-pitch mix. Slider, 4-seamer, changeup, and sinker. 80% of the time you get that slider and 4-seam. The other 20% of the time it's a mix between the changeup and sink. And those are pretty evenly across the board. First pitch to Luis Arias, taken all the way for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Infield, back into the right. Pitch on the way, swing, sawed off foul. It's 0-2. Defensively for your Atlanta Braves, it'll be across the outfield, left to right. It's Dubon, Harris, and Eli as the 0-2 pitch swing. Swats it through the infield in between the shift, and it's a one-out single for Arias once again and the San Francisco Giants. Dubon to Harris to Eli, left to right across the outfield, across the infield, third to first, around the horn. Riley to Kim to Ozzie to Olsen. Joey Bart is behind the plate. Of course, Chris Sale is on the bump. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch swinging by Helio Ramos. Hammers it down the right field corner, out of play. 0-1. He was sitting dead red on that one. Runner at first, one out. As we sync these screens back up for you again. Like I said, this happens every, first inning, second inning, seems like it happens, and then eventually keeps it right. Pitch on the way, swung on, lifted. Foul down the right field line once again. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. He's gone four-seam and changeup to start off Ramos. The 0-2 pitch. And they're going to say he went around strike three. 2 down. That pitch almost touched the top of the zone, but they were saying that, first base umpire saying that Brendan Miller, that Helio Ramos went around. Looked like he did offer at it. He spun all the way around, but typically you're going to get called for that. Lefty now. Rafael Devers, the batter, 2 home runs last night. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Infield back and to the right. The power hitting Devers. 14 home runs on the year. The 0-1 from Sale. Turns and kicks. Swing. Chops it down the third base line. Plenty foul towards the third base dugout. Oh-2 count, nothing your score, just getting started here, bottom of the first. The pitch on the way, just misses. Man, you would have liked to have had that call. It did look like it barely missed the edge. 1-2. Wind starting to blow pretty heavy towards the right field corner now. The 1-2 down and away. Try to get him to chase out of the zone. 2-2. The 2-2, nothing your score. Kicks and grips. Swing, lifts it high into center field. Drifting in, making the catch is Michael Harris, and that'll end the inning. So the Giants get one on, but the Braves stop them cold. We'll be back in a flash. Middle of the order due up for Atlanta.
Nothing worse than when somebody asks me what I do for fun, because I've yet to find a cool way of saying opening my phone and sending videos and memes to the same 2 people every single day.
I played football in high school, and one time during a drill, the lineman coach yelled, "Come on, Prince, take that magic carpet for a ride," which was wrong on many levels. But it did work. We ended up going 9-0. So the lesson here, sometimes you need a little racism to make that block.
It's hard to believe I'm walking through the ruins of the first ever city, because I'm not. That's in Iraq, which is miles away. And dangerous. But the remains of it look pretty much like this. So you'd never know I wasn't actually there if I wasn't telling you now.
What do you think is the worst accent in America? I will always hold the same opinion. The California Valley Girl. Damn, is that brain dead? However, people from the West Coast think it's the Southerners.
While Noli was becoming quite adept at pitching products, many folks wondered if he'd ever lose steam pitching fastballs. The Express couldn't run forever.
I watched him during his warm-up, and it's ugly. It's not good at all.
I had a back problem, and I told Tom warming up, I said, look, you might want to tell Bobby to get somebody ready.
As I watched him begin to go up the steps of the dugout, he looked down and said, this might be it.
Here comes 44-year-old Nolan Ryan.
And a rousing ovation from his Texas fans as he takes them out.
And I called down to the bullpen and had the relief pitcher get loose while Nolan was getting loose out on the field. And I literally thought before that game started that I was going to have to explain to people that it was over for Nolan Ryan.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way to Matt Olson. Lefty-lefty matchups right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Out and away, 1-1. Going to pull this back so you can see what's going on with that zombie sitting there in the middle of the plate for whatever random reason. Infield back and to the right. The 1-1 pitch. See if we can clear it up at the next break. And swing and a miss, 1-2. The 1-2. Ray kicks and brings it at just outside the outer edge. 2-2. 2-2 count. 0-0 your score. Ray, who had a very quick inning, about to throw pitch number 15. 15 is in the dirt, full count. Drake Baldwin standing on deck. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Could not touch that slider. 1 away. One up, one down, and Drake Baldwin coming to the plate. Man, is he scuffling. First pitch, swing, slaps it towards left. Diving stop over there by Chapman, robbing Drake Baldwin of at least a single, maybe even more. L5 in your scorecard on the shift. 2 down. It was a good idea by Baldwin. You could tell he was purposely going to that side, but just hit it a little too far on the inner cut. If it fades away, it actually could have been double 2 bases, excuse me. Austin Riley taking a hack at the first pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Man, they are swinging early and often once again. Tim Heyer's team is just not hitting the ball. The 0-1 pitch, swing, pops it up. It's going to be a can of corn over by first base, and Devers makes the catch in the shiny California sun, and we'll go to the bottom of the second. All tied up at 0s here in Braves country.
Afternoon, everybody.
What a day. I use a drink. Nothing like a cold one after a long day, huh?
So, how much do you drink?
I think I'm good for about 10 or 12.
10 or 12 a week? That's not bad.
Well, a week. Well,
you drink 10 or 12 beers a day?
You counting beers, too?
How reckless of me. I made you all wet.
Yes, but my martini's still dry.
She turned out to be a part-time model and a full-time pickpocket.
Oh, yeah. I've been known to drink a beer or two. But then again, I've been known to do a lot of things. You drinking anymore?
Oh, me? No, I quit drinking, dude.
You never gonna drink again? You wanna stop at the bar by the Chinese restaurant? Just get a quick shot, me and you, and then we'll go? Yeah, the bar they got in the back.
Oh, the Chinese bar? Okay. What's shaking?
All 4 cheeks and a couple of chins.
I thought you said they didn't have alcohol.
Run back to your mix master. Cook up a few more of these.
Cigarette?
No, I never touch them.
Yeah. I suck them down like Coca-Cola.
I expose people to magic. I expose them to something they're never otherwise going to see in their boring, normal lives. And I gave that to them. I may forget about them tomorrow, but they'll live with that memory for the rest of their lives. And that's a gift, man.
One of the women said that she was afraid she might OD.
I thought that was a lemon drop. I didn't think it was tequila.
What's that got to do with me?
You and me are going to have a small talk later on.
I'll be busy thinking of things to say.
Doesn't your wife ever complain that you never spend any time with her?
Would you?
Could you keep it down to a low roar? Some of us have to work.
Put that money down, pal.
Yeah, I'll be ready.
There goes the 2 weeks at camp. I promised the kids this summer.
My birthday, give me a beer, stick a candle in it, and I'll blow out my liver.
Here's to feeling good all the time.
Perfect. Cheers.
Cheers.
This crowd's back into it now.
Welcome back, Braves country. Atlanta Braves, San Francisco Giants, 0-0. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Braves yet to get on the hit track. The Giants with 1 hit in the first. Chris Sale goes back to work. The first pitch is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1, kicks and fires, swing, pops it back, foul on 2. You country club members, we brought a new emoji for Sale. Nickname's been the conductor, and we've had that conductor for a while, but it just seems like we need a change. So we went with the come sail away with an Atlanta Braves sailboat as the emoji. The 0-2 pitch, check swing, check down the line, did he go around? First base umpire Brendan Miller says no dice. 1-2. Good to see you, Daniel Berry. The 0-2 pitch, swing, rolls it softly down the third base line, and Riley has no shot. They were playing the infield back with Willie Adames at the plate, and he'll get an infield single. Been a few of these during our recent sluggish play that have not gone our way. Eventually, you got to figure something's got to come up gravy. Barracoto, the left fielder, coming to the plate. First pitch swing and bangs it off the plate. Foul down the line. It's 0-1. Barracoto is in left today after a late scratch with Casey Schmidt. The 0-1 swing, pops it up, back out of play. That pitch will get lifted out to right field. Underneath it is Eli White, being F9 your scorecard, and there's one down. Jung-Ho Lee coming to the plate, batting .323. He had kind of a down year last year, but he's really put it together this season. Lefty-lefty matchup. Still brings the first pitch, a four-seam fastball right down the pipe. Call it a sinker. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing, chopper back to the mound off of Sale's glove. He'll toss it underhanded over to first, his only play, as Adames skips down to second base, and there's two down. We'd love to try to turn that double play, but once it went off the Sale's glove, the veteran knew what to do with it, just tossed it to first. So 2 down, and Eric Haas, the hind catcher for the San Francisco Giants, takes the first pitch. It's a nice slider there on the edge by Chris Sale. It's 0-1. They were saying earlier today that Chris Sale in the month of June, for the first time since he's been with the Braves, has given up more hits than innings pitched in a month. The 0-1 pitch, swing, chops it down the line, foul. It's 0-2. But when you look at the statistics of it, there are a lot of soft hits. He's had what a lot of the stat geeks would like to call luck, bad luck. But they've just been soft hits. They've been legitimate base hits, but they haven't been hard hits. So I don't think there's anything to worry about, especially when you talk about that low ERA, the 0-2. Bangs a slider down the line, foul. Sometimes you run into that where broken bats and flares and seeing eye singles go against you. The 0-2 count. They're in the bottom of the 8th in New York, and the Mets trail the Phillies 5-4. We need New York to rally in that one. Braves just 4 games in front of Philadelphia coming into today. St. Louis still leads the Cardinals 2-1 in the 9th. The 0-2 pitch, upstairs, fastball, just misses. Just missing his spot on that one. He's only got 1 strikeout so far, Chris Sale, but so far so good. The number that counts is up on the scoreboard. 0-0. The 1-2 pitch, inside. Slider, they checked down the line. Didn't look like he went. He did not. The 2-2. Sale comes set. Brings it. Swing, rattles it foul, back out of play. Braves have a day off tomorrow. They get back home. And then it's 6 games at home against St. Louis and New York. Remember, that Sunday game is an early game. 12:30 Eastern next Sunday. The 2-2 pitch just misses the outer edge, and it's a full count. And then we start heading towards the All-Star break. We'll have 1 week left after that. All on the road. The payoff pitch. Inside high, ball 4. So after getting ahead 0-2, Chris Sale loses the batter. Haas heads down to first. And if nothing else for the Giants, they're going to clear the number 9 hitter. And he is batting .318 on the year, so you got to be aware of that as Jonah Cox comes to the plate. 18 games he's played in, 1 home run, 2 RBI. And he's got an OPS of .909, so when he does get base hits, they're not just slap singles. Lefty, righty, first pitch swinging. 97 up top, it's 0-1. Do believe this is the first time he's ever seen Chris Sale. So Sale should have the advantage. The 0-1. Right down the pipe, bringing the 4-seamer back-to-back, and it's 0-2. .0-2 count, Chris Sale. This will be pitch 31 of the afternoon. 4-seamer misses high and inside, tight. Do it again. Looks like that zombie went away, so we'll bring it in. The 1-2 pitch. Sale looking over at first. Turns and brings it. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Blew him away at the fastball, and that'll end the inning. Atlanta Braves, nothing. Giants, nothing. Braves looking for their first hit when we return, heading to the top of the 3rd inning.
Listen, I want to pull you to the side right quick because I really don't know you that well. I know you're a friend of the family, but I'm livid. I'm 2 degrees past pissed. Okay, you brought potato salad with raisins in it into my home. An abomination. I got kids here. And now I gotta have my house cleansed to get rid of that unknown entity you brought into my home. I don't know how you living at home, but you ain't gonna do that here. So I'm gonna go ahead and say grace. We're gonna say grace. We go eat. And then I'm gonna give you some grace. Because you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here.
I love when families like, oh, you don't come around here anymore. And it's like, yeah, because I don't like you. I had a shadow box in the shower before I got here just to prep to come see you because I knew every conversation was going to feel like I was being audited. Last time I saw you, it took me 2 weeks to recover. I don't even know why I keep going back. I think it's because you have like one good holiday when you're 7 and then you chase that high ever since. Every 2 hours I go to the bathroom and scream into a decorative hand towel. No, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Everyone fights over not having enough ice. Why is there never enough ice?
Nolan is a cowboy. I think it's in his blood. It's in his nature. Likes being out in the Texas prairie.
Since the time I was about 5 years old, I had an attraction to cattle. Why that is, I don't know. I think I was just meant to be in that business, and I've always had a passion for it.
I'm the ranch manager for Mr. Nolan Ryan for about 30 years. When I first met him, I knew the kind of guy he was, that, he was going to do right and everything, and he was, one that you really would want to work for.
That's cut.
It's a cow and calf operation. It's a real business, just like any other one.
Everybody knows him as Nolan Ryan, the baseball player, but he's a rancher. As I got older, I understood one thing. When you get out of the game, you have to find that thing in your life that you love to do.
I'm very at peace with what I'm doing, and it's where my comfort level is. I was accustomed to being outdoors and being in a more relaxed atmosphere, and I didn't really take to New York.
I was alone a lot those times he went on road trips, so I was kind of scared sometimes living in an apartment building. We were just 2 kids trying to get by.
Nothing, your score as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. Leading off for the Atlanta Braves will be Joey Bart. Robbie Ray goes back to work. The first pitch swinging, lifts it high and deep into center field, but just dying short of the warning track for a long out number 1. For those of y'all who stay with us for all the games, good news is we get off the West Coast for good after today's game. Every game after this, farthest west we go is Texas St. Louis. First pitch is right there for a strike to Eli White. It's 0-1. The 0-1 takes and brings it. 1-1. Sinker misses away. The 1-1 count. Check swing. Did he go around? He did. 1-2. Braves still looking for that first base hit. They're looking for that first base runner. Hassan Kim stands on deck. The 1-2 pitch. Swing, laces it towards short. A one-hopper, short hopper. Adames scoops and flips. Nice play by Willie Adames, 6-3, charging the ball. 2 down. Good to see everybody in the chat. Appreciate you spending your Sunday afternoon here in Braves country. And Hassan Kim, who's batting .070. Cannot figure out why he continues to get starts. First pitch swinging by Kim is pop-up. And that'll be a lazy fly ball to center and another at-bat given away. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. It's time to talk about the possibility of DFA in that guy. On this date, 1910, at Cincinnati's Palace of the Fans, Joe Tinker steals home twice, becoming the first major leaguer to accomplish the feat in the same game. The Cubs shortstop helped Chicago beat the Reds 11-1. Tinker is a famed name of his time. In the famous poem, that would become to be known as Tinker to Evers to Chance. On this date, 1939, at Shibe Park, Lou Gehrig receives a tremendous standing ovation from the Philadelphia crowd when he brings out the lineup card to the umpires before the second game of a twin bill. Philadelphia Athletics manager Connie Mack, who rarely leaves the dugout, goes to home plate to shake the terminally ill Yankee captain's hand. And on this date, 1976, at Tiger Stadium, Mark Fidrich, known as the Bird, amuses Monday Night Baseball TV audience, talking to the baseball, grabbing the baseball, oddly gripping the baseball, and putting on a show when he one-hits the New York Yankees 5-1. The unsung Detroit rookie, who made the team on the final cut of spring training, will finish the season with a 19-9 record. And that's your Braves Country Radio on this date in baseball history. Find us on YouTube and Facebook today. Chris Sale goes back to work. First pitch is inside. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Sale, 33 pitches into the ball game. The 1-0 to Chapman. Leadoff hitter, swing, and he'll chop that through the infield. And it'll be a leadoff single for the San Francisco Giants. Luis Arias, the batter. Lefty. First pitch is bang foul behind home plate. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Brings it. Drops a bunt right back to Sale. Sale's got time, fires it to second, and the throw will be too late as Kim relayed it to first with Ozzie covering the bag. No real chance of getting Arias there. So it'll be a G1-6 put out and a fielder's choice for Arias. Until he was visibly upset with himself for not getting that button down correctly. I mean, that's what you got to love about Luis Arias. When you watch him play the game, he takes those little things very, very personal. First pitch down and in for a ball, it's 1-0. He is a guy that takes much pride in playing the game the right way and be able to move batters around when he doesn't get a button down. He was just ripping the gloves off. He was not a happy camper. Helio Ramos, who hit a couple of hard balls his first time up, chops the 1-0 pitch to Kim. Kim will get the out over to second. It'll be a 6-4-3 relay, but another fielder's choice as Ramos beats out the play. But there are two down, and you get the lead runner, keep him out of scoring position. Devers will come to the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. The first pitch from Sale is swatted back foul. Devers actually goes to the ground on that. I believe he's okay. He's kind of stretching his back out as he was sitting on one knee there near the plate. It's 0-1. Rafael Devers with 2 home runs yesterday. That was the difference in the ball game. Braves lost 5-0. 4 of those RBIs came off those home runs. The 0-1 swing and a miss. Behind the slider there. It's 0-2. There are heavy rumors that they're trying to trade Devers, but I don't think you're going to get a lot of takers. It's a high price tag, and he has been a clubhouse counselor wherever he goes. The 0-2 outside, 1-2. Giants just going to have to try to find a way to build around him. The talent is there as far as his ability. Mets still trail the Phillies. Top of the 9th, 2 outs, the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Chris Sale gets his 3rd strikeout of the game. And we will head to break. Braves grab the bats. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country.
What's for dinner? Hey, Chef, what's for dinner?
My favorite. What's for dinner?
Get in my belly!
Blob, the Blob, Blob Barker, Blob of the Hut, and Rub-a-Dub Chub.
What do you want for dinner?
I don't care.
1 large jambalaya, please. Jambalaya?
Think he can't fit through doorway.
Oh, this is fantastic.
You got my shirt at the Big and Tall shop? When did I make the crossover?
I can't feel my hands. You gonna eat your cornbread? It's the wood that makes it good.
Oh my God, I'm fatter than the skipper.
No and then! And then! No and then! And then! No and then! And then! No and then! And then!
I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, Chinese food seems kind of complicated. Well, maybe for a less experienced chef.
That ketchup?
It's just a base. You don't understand cooking.
Hey, you know what? I just figured out what I want for dinner. A nice hot bowl of shredded stew.
Gazpacho, por favor.
Por favor.
I'm part Spanish.
Adios, muchacho.
Maybe you're getting cheese balls syndrome.
I love broccoli. It's good for you.
Then maybe you'd like to have a piece.
Vile weed!
Hurry up and munch those fries. We've got to get back to work soon.
1 large crab bisque to go.
You want bread? You're pushing your luck, little man.
You know what? I'm sorry. I've had shredded stew before, and it sure as diddly didn't taste like that.
I'll tell you what, a refill on this delicious exotic tea.
That's duck sauce.
That is good.
We're trying to lose weight.
Fatty McButterpants.
Lay off me, I'm starving.
I'm gonna order us some pizza.
A little neighborhood joint called Domino's. Domino's?
Everybody enjoying the food so far?
Oh my God, yes. We're gonna come tomorrow night and every other night for the rest of our lives.
Oh, and don't cheap out on the tip. We all know you're loaded now.
What's for dinner?
Welcome back. Atlanta Braves, nothing. San Francisco Giants, nothing. We go to the top of the 4th, second time through the lineup. Braves looking to get on the base paths as Robbie Ray has a perfect game going. Pitches in the dirt. It's 1-0. The 1-0 swing, rips it up the middle, backhanded over there at second base. And that'll be an easy 4-3. Arias to Devers with Dubon lightly jogging down the line. 1 down. One down, and Michael Harris the second. Takes the 0-1, and the pitch off of that is a slider in the dirt, 1-1. Robbie Ray, not only is he not giving up a base hit or a walk, Robbie Ray is at a very low pitch count. The 1-1 pitch, swing, chopper, back towards the mound. Robbie Ray's got it, fires it to first, and he will get Harris by about a half step, 2 down. Ozzie Albies your batter. Ozzie struck out swinging his first time up. Open stance from the right side. And I guess the screen jumped ahead again. This is ridiculous. We'll wait for this to catch back up. Two up, two down. Ozzie Albies the batter. Lefty-righty matchup. Ozzie digging in. First pitch on the way is outside wide. For a ball, it's 1-0. The 1-0. Infield back into the left. Ray quickly back to work. The 1-0 pitch, swing. Dribbles it on the ground over to short. And that's going to be another quick inning. A 6-3 putout. And your Atlanta Braves, nothing. Giants, nothing. We go to the bottom of the fourth, putting a lot of pressure on Chris Sale as the Giants grab the sticks once again.
Can you explain this gap in your resume? Yeah, that's when I didn't have a job. I'm not sure if I want to get a job here. You seem slow.
Christmas, man, I am sick of this. I'm pretty sure I just saw sparks coming off my debit card at that last store. I've swiped it so many damn times. I'm tired. I'm about to start smoking cigarettes.
Did you know that Joe DiMaggio wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer? He was a fourth ballot Hall of Famer. These took an entire presidential term to decide if Joe DiMaggio belonged in the Hall of Fame. They wrote songs about Joe DiMaggio. Like, it wasn't like we're just looking back at rose-colored glasses. Like, no, he was the when he was playing. He made the All-Star team every single year he played in the majors. He was a 3-time MVP, and they took 4 years to decide that he belonged in the Hall of Fame.
First inning, 13 pitches, hit a couple of 97, 98s. Off of that, terrible warm-up.
And Ryan gets the job done for the Rangers. They're coming to bat in a moment.
When we went off the field in the first inning, Jeff Houston and I looked at each other with that look like, he's got it, so let's bear down.
And he looks to the guys around him, and he said, boys, and everybody stops because Nolan's talking. He said, get me one. It's all I'm going to need today. That's all I'm going to need. I said, okay, this game is over. He went to that zone where all the superstars go. The quantitative definition of the zone is when thinking is inversely proportionate to the stimulus of the environment. So in those high-octane, no-hitter situations, when the crowd's going nuts, all this chaos is going on, you know what his world is like? Pitch glove, nothing else exists.
And if I'm the problem, you the reason. It can't be a problem without a reason. And you the reason I got a problem.
Nothing, your score, bottom of the ninth, or bottom of the fourth. First pitch on the way is down below the knees. For a strike, it's on 1. I don't know what I was thinking there. Willie Adames, the batter, 1 for 1 with a single in the second. The 0-1 pitch, swing over the top, it's 0-2. It's like we get really, really lazy at bats when Sale is on the mound because you know how good he is. But that's not a good reason to not work the counts. Robbie Ray is through 4 innings. He has thrown 32 pitches. That's an embarrassment for Tim Hyer and his Braves offense. Pitch in the dirt, that'll make it 1-2. 32. He's averaging 8 pitches an inning. That's absurd. The 1-2. Swing over the top. Strike 3. 1 away. 4th strikeout of the night for Chris Sale. Conversely, Sale still has 2 more outs to get through 4, and he's at 48 pitches. You got to figure he'll be somewhere around 60. So he'll have around twice as many pitches as Ray has thrown. He might a complete game shutout. He might throw a perfect game at this rate. First pitch is right there. For a ball, it's 1-0. The 1-0. Brings it. Pops it up. And that's going to die into right field down for a base hit. Not a hard hit ball, but a seeing eye single. Little Texas leaguer will get the Giants going here in the bottom of the fourth. Lee, the batter. The Braves will be back into the right, sitting at double play depth. Lefty-lefty matchup. The first pitch on the way. Swing chopped hard over to Olsen. Olsen fires it to first, and it's going to be fires to second. And it's going to be a 3-6-3 double play. Barracuda was very confused. He ran back to second base because he thought the ball had been caught. It was a chopper. That's why he ran back to second. So that'll end the inning. We'll be back in a flash, and Barracuda will try to review the rule book when we return.
There are two types of people in the world, one who hates clutter and one who can't see it. And they find each other and get married.
I be trying to tell myself to stop being so crazy all the time, but then again, I'm already talking to myself, so ain't it too late?
Would you punch me in the face for $1 billion?
Hard as hell.
For real?
Yeah. $1 billion?
Yeah, with a B.
Yeah, practice falling down.
The manager, he's worrying about winning games, and I'm sure Nolan's wildness, drove some of them crazy.
The lack of success and not accomplishing what you think you could do. I was so frustrated with my inconsistency and the fact that I wasn't pitching on a regular basis.
He didn't really have, say, a pitching coach that took him under his wing. He felt like he wasn't an important part of the team.
I started thinking, maybe this isn't what I'm meant to do.
He said he was almost ready to quit baseball.
People do not realize how strong Ruth Ryan is. Ruth taught Nolan how to quit. She is the strength behind Nolan.
I said, Nolan, I think you have talent, so I really wish you would stick it out just a little bit longer. I think Nolan was ready to leave New York after the 1971 season. I was about 7 months pregnant, and he told me, we're leaving after the game is over. And I said, in the middle of the night? And he goes, yes. I don't really think that I'll be back here next year. In November, our son Reed was born. And 2 weeks later, I answered the phone and I said, it's Bob Sheffing with the New York Mets. And he just looked at me and he said, I think I'm going to be traded.
Robbie Ray goes back to work facing Matt Olson. First pitch misses high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Lefty-lefty matchup, the 1-0. In the dirt, 2-0. Robbie Ray with the perfect game, but even more concerning, very low pitch count. The 2-0 count. Drake Baldwin on deck. The pitch to Olsen. Swing, hit hard on the ground. That's going to dribble through the hole. And then finally, your Atlanta Braves have someone on base, and maybe they can get to Robbie Ray pitching.
This is not one
out of the set position.
This is Ice House.
Ice House. Smooth as it gets.
You never know what's going to get somebody off their game, and having to pitch with a runner on, even though he's not a stolen base threat, could change things. First pitch to Drake Baldwin's down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Once again, I don't remember who asked as we went to break, but what happened on that play was very obvious. Barracuda thought that ball had been caught. So he was running back to first because he thought he was about to get double up. The 1-0 pitch, swing, lifts it into left. Hopping catch out there in left field. Barracuda makes the catch. Not sure why he hopped, not really needed. Might have misjudged it a bit. 1 up, 1 down, F7 in your scorecard. So all he saw was the ball being grabbed by Olsen behind him, and he turned around and started heading back to first base. They got the force at second, and then they got the force at first. Maybe he was thinking, as the first pitch down and away for a ball, it's 1-0. Maybe he was thinking that Olsen wasn't going to go to second first, and he thought he would stop and go back to first, because if Olsen steps on the bag, maybe that's what he misthought. If Olsen steps on the bag, then it's no longer a force play. The 1-0, swing and a miss, 1-1. But he had such a bad jump. There was no point of Olsen doing it that way. The 1-1 count. Outside wide, 2-1. So that might have been a possibility as well. The 2-1. Kicks and fires. Swing, pops it up. And that's going to be an F8 in your scorecard as the ball finally comes down into the glove of Jonah Cox, and there's 2 down. Two down, and Joey Bart to the plate. Last time he was up, he really gave the ball a ride. See if he can do any damage here. Lefty-righty matchup. Ray brings it. The first pitch is a bender. Down and in, 1-0. Started him off with a knuckle curve. Standing on deck is Eli White. Olsen at first. There are 2 outs. The 1-0. Flips it over to first real quick, and Olsen back in plenty of time. Mets did end up dropping that game to Philadelphia 5-4, so Philly now 3.5 back, depending on this game, either 4 or 3. The 1-0 misses outside wide, ball 2-0. Knuckle curve and change to start off the at-bat. The 2-0 pitch. Kicks and fires, swing. Fouls it away, 2-1. Mods, wake up there, Ben. You got someone acting a fool. The 2-1 count. Brings it. Swing, lifts it high in deep into left field again. Left center field. This one will make it to the warning track, but die at the wall. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. 0-0 your score here in Braves country.
War's over, man. Drop the big one.
Well, since when are you the pudding kind?
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is. And it ain't over now. Who's with me? Let's go!
I don't have to tell you things are bad. It's depression. Everybody's scared. Punks are running wild in the street. The air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. I want you to get mad.
Will you fight? No! We will run! And we will live!
Shame on you. This could be the greatest night of our lives. You're gonna let it be the worst.
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. And after what you've gone through, if you haven't done that by now, it ain't gonna never happen.
Wretched slugs. Don't any of you have the guts to play for blood?
I'm your huckleberry.
I'll put you out of your misery.
Say wham.
You've got to say, damn it, my life has value.
And I'm gonna stay right here and fight for this lost cause.
Intruder.
Yes, you're an intruder. I was having a perfectly nice trip until you walked into my life. Hey! I'm just lying around.
I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
Right. Psychotic, but absolutely right. We gotta take these bastards.
Are they yelling in Atlanta here?
Are they yelling in Atlanta?
I'm as mad as hell!
They're yelling in
Atlanta?
Son of a We struck the mother load!
I'm mad as hell!
I'm mad as hell!
I'm not gonna take it anymore!
And this crowd's back into it now.
I didn't think you had it in you.
You look like somebody just walked over your grave. Play for blood, remember? Like I missed something.
Yeah, we're all officially kicked out of school.
That makes sense.
Nothing, your score. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Oh, South Carolina. I don't know why I always think Mark's in Florida. Yeah, we definitely don't have basements in Florida for obvious reasons. Yeah, I don't think South Carolina's got many either, especially if you're there on the coast. Lefty-righty matchup, first pitch down and in. Taken for a ball, it's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss over the top. Changeup. Eric Haas, the batter. It's 1-1. The 1-1 bangs it off the plate. 1-2. Hopefully that zombie stays off the screen. The 1-2 count. Turns and kicks inside. Almost gets him in the foot. Braves nothing, Giants nothing. Pitchers duel as we expected. Sale versus Ray. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike three. Blew it right by him. Four-seamer, and there's one down. That's Chris Sale's fifth strikeout of the day. Believe his over-under was 7.5. First pitch swinging here, the number 9 hitter, Jonah Cox. He struck out his first time up. It's a fastball, blew it right by him. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Drops it down. Did he go around? He did. 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Going to reset this at the next break. I think we've dragged behind. Oh, here we go again. But I don't want to do it in the middle of an inning. The 0-2 pitch. Swing, pops it back foul, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Pops it down the line, out of play. Chris Sale, 58 pitches, I believe. Yes, 58. Chris comes set. The 0-2 pitch, swing, chops it down the line, foul. There we go. Sale fires a pitch off the edge, and it is 1-2. You'd like to take advantage of that beleaguered San Francisco bullpen, but Robbie Ray is pitching with such efficiency as the pitch swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 6 for Sale, 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Ray's pitching at such efficiency, I mean, there's no end in sight unless you start batting him around, because he is at 45 pitches and we're 5 innings through the game. That takes you at least into the 8th inning. Lefty-righty back to the top of the order. Matt Chapman takes the first pitch. It's a slider there at the knees. Just above the kneecaps for a strike. It's 0-1. A couple of news and notes to go over. First of all, the Braves signed Carlos Santana to a minor league deal yesterday as the 0-1 swing and a miss. Four-seamer, it's 0-2. Rengifo signed with San Diego, a minor league deal as well. Y'all missed it yesterday. David Peterson, his first pitch he throws as a Met coming over from the Cubs is a home run against the Phillies. And as far as the Braves pitching is concerned for the next series, as the pitch upstairs misses 1-2. Martin Perez is going to start one of the games. The rest of it's going to be determined, because they have not figured out how they want to piggyback the whole thing. Sale won't pitch until next weekend. The 1-2. Down and in. You go around. He did not. 2-2. I don't think it realistically matters, but maybe they're looking at styles, because, and also length, because you're talking about 4 right-handers piggybacking each other. The 2-2 swing and a miss, strike 3, blew it right by him. Strikeout number 7 for Chris Sale, and he's doing it. The offense got to do it. We go to the 6th inning. 0-0 your score. Your out-of-town scoreboard looks like this. Bottom of the 10th inning, the Astros lead the Tigers in Motown. Cubs 4, Brewers 2 in the bottom of the 10th in Milwaukee. Here it's 0-0, Braves and Giants heading to the 6th. You've got the Angels leading the Athletics 4-1 in the 7th, and the Dodgers leading the Padres 1-0 in the 4th. Rays and Pirates are being delayed due to rain. And later on tonight, it's Yankees Red Sox. They are in Boston, 7:20. I believe that is on Peacock. All these games are final. Nationals over the Orioles 6-4. Rangers beat the Blue Jays 3-2. They were in Cleveland, Ohio, and the Guardians outlasted the Mariners 6-5. Rays 5, Diamondbacks 1, a final in St. Pete. Phillies 5-4 winners in New York. They take the series there 2 out of 3. And also 5-4 Royals and White Sox in Chicago. Royals get the win. Twins beat the Rockies 3-2, and the Cardinals outlast the Marlins 2-1. So if the Braves win this game, they will stay on pace with the Phillies and the Nationals. They would gain a game on the Mets and the Marlins.
Cover the point spread, cover the point spread, cover the point spread, cover the point spread.
First pitch is right there at the knees to start off the at bat here. For a strike, it's 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup, the 0-1 pitch. Down and away, 1-1. Eli White 0 for 1 on the game. Grounded out in the third inning. The 1-1 pitch. Swing, chopper down the third base line, 1-2. Another quick moving ball game as the Braves just have not been able to wake those bats up, and maybe they get back to Atlanta to see something a little different. The 1-2 pitch, upstairs misses high, 2-2. 2-2 count. Braves nothing, Giants nothing. Kim on deck, the 2-2 pitch. Outside wide, full count. The payoff pitch. Swing, slaps it to right field. That's through for a base hit. And the Book of Eli gets us going.
For our sake, both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us.
Ha-Sung Kim, the batter. Lefty righty, first pitch showing bunt. Pulls it back. It's 0-1. We'll put it behind the pitcher until that screen figures it out. The 1-0. Flips it over to first real quick to keep Eli close by. The 1-0 count. Brings it. Right there for a strike. 1-1. I don't know what in the world is going on with their screen, but anywhere I put it other than behind the pitcher, it's a disaster. The 1-1, Eli goes, takes off down to second base, wide throw, and he's got the base stolen. So good job, Eli.
I feel the need for speed.
Wide throw of the bag, but a good jump by Eli nonetheless. And Kim with the 2-1 count, the pitch misses high but gets the strike called, 3-1. Or excuse me, 2-2. I think I said 3-1. The 2-2 count. Kim at this point, she's trying to get Eli over to third with one out. The 2-2. Flips it back foul, and will do it again. Braves nothing, Giants nothing. Top of the sixth inning. The 2-2. Misses. Ball 3-3-2. So a full count. The top of the order's due up. Dubon on deck. Harris is in the hole. The payoff pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? They checked down the line. He did not. Ball 4. So a good at bat there by Kim. And he heads down to first. First and second, nobody out. right, that might be the best view right now because of what's going on with their cameras. First pitch swinging by Dubon. Lazy at bat there. That'll be an F6 in your scorecard. Easy catch by Adames. One away. I mean, you got runners at first and second, nobody out. And you swing at that. He does that from time to time. He gets good results as well, but he steps out of the box swinging it, and you're going to get pop-ups like that. Michael Harris now is up to the plate. Lefty, and they're going to throw it back over to second base, and Eli's just back in time. Olsen on deck. Eli was thinking about taking third. You can't blame him the way this offense has been so stagnant. Pitch on the way to Michael, swung on and popped off the glove of Robbie Ray, and a fortuitous bounce will take it right to Adames. He'll get Michael Harris on it'll be a 1-6-3 off the deflection. 2 down. I mean, when it's going against you, it's going against you. 99 times out of 100, that's an infield single somewhere. It knocked his glove off. It popped in the air, and Harris with good speed was busting it down the line. And if it doesn't go straight to Adames, which it did, there's no way they're going to get him. Vitello's coming out to get Robbie Ray. Oh, he's coming out with the trainer. I was about to say, man, we lucked out here. We're getting rid of that clown. So here we go. Ozzie Albies to the plate. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way is in the dirt. Taken for a ball. It's 1-0. On deck is Olsen. Kicks and fires. Swing and grounds it over to third. It's going to be a 5-3 putout, and that'll end the inning. Swung at a bad one down and out of the zone. Robbie Ray tricked him again. We'll be back in a flash. Bottom 6 we go. 0-0 your score.
Pretty sure that behind every girl whose love language is physical touch is her best friend who can't even stand the thought of getting a hug.
Pitch to Peters, swung on, hit the outer way. That's way back there. That is a home run. Pete Rose starts off with a home run. He gets a standing ovation.
Hi, y'all. It's time for Appalachian Word of the Day. The word of the day is urinal. Now, honey, I don't know why you yelled at me like that, but guess what? You're in a lot of trouble right now.
The Angels back then, they're a doormat. The redheaded stepchild compared to the LA Dodgers, the marquee Dodgers.
The highlight of being traded to the California Angels was I was going to get to meet Gene Archer. I was going to a team that was in the development stages, so probably was going to get to pitch on a regular basis.
First 7 innings, he's got 16, 17 strikeouts. The last batter of the game is Norm Cash.
I look at him as he walks in the batter's box, and I didn't know what he...
Welcome back. First pitch right there from Chris Sale starts us off with a strike. It's 0-1. Lefty-lefty matchup, the 0-1 pitch. Misses high and out of the zone, 1-1. 0-0 your score, bottom of the 6th inning. Braves and Giants, the rubber match. As the 1-1 misses outside, ball 2-1. So we tried to refresh everything, and here comes this. It's got to be the San Francisco cameras. So we're just going to keep it like that the rest of the ball game. The 2-1 pitch, swing, chopper down the first base line, foul, 2-2. Hopefully that'll at least let you see the game. The 2-2 count. Pitch on the way to Arias. Sale delivers, swing, and kind of an excuse me swing down the line. That's going to be an infield single. He has made a living doing that his entire career, and he heads to first to start this inning off with the leadoff runner aboard. Kind of a jam shot. By the time Riley got to it, he had no chance of getting Arias down the line. He still has pretty good speed. 0-0 your score, bottom of the 6th. Sale back to work. First pitch is up and in to Helio Ramos, the number 3 hitter for the San Francisco Giants. It's 1-0. He's 0 for 2 at the strikeout and a fielder's choice. The 1-0. Swing and a miss upstairs, 1-1. Sale has 7 strikeouts so far. Thank you, Chuck. The 1-1. Fouls it away, 1-2. Sorry, I had that up so that y'all wouldn't have to see us move the screen around 100 times, but I thought it had came down. It was supposed to be on a timer. The 1-2 pitch. Brings it. Fouls it away. And we'll do it again. The 1-2. Swing, lifts it into center field, and that's down for a base hit. And the Giants have runners on first and second, nobody out. So 2 on and nobody out, and here comes Rafael Devers. He's 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout, but he has 2 home runs yesterday. 14 on the year, and the first pitch is fouled off. Fastball, sawed off foul, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Braves playing for a double play here. Pitch on the way. Swung on. Chopped over to Riley. He's juggling it, and he throws it away. So you get an E5 on Riley, and the Giants take the 1-0 lead. My word, this is the Keystone Cops are at it again. Not a particularly hard hit ball. He's charging it, and it was snow coned And as opposed to taking his time to make sure he had it, he hurried the throw. Devers is fat and slow. You can take your time and throw it over there. And instead, he throws it in the dirt. Olsen tried to save it. And that'll be an error on Austin Riley. Another one by Riley. They're going to charge that run to Sale, but they really shouldn't if he ends up getting out of this the rest of the way. They'll probably change it. First pitch to Adames is a swing and a miss strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Sale, pitch number 80 of the day. Down and away, 1-1. 1-1 count. You'd love a strikeout here, or a pop-up, anything to get an out without advancing the runners. The Braves have brought the infield in, and that's dangerous. The 1-1 swing hammers it down the line, foul. Into the seats, 1-2. I understand the idea. They're having a hard time hitting the ball, and you're trying to keep the run off the board, but you could open yourself up to a big inning with Adames at the plate, and also not playing for a double play. The 1-2 count. Hopefully Sale can just get through this. The pitch is high and out of the zone. Four-seamer, and it is 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Blew it right by him on the outer edge, and there is 2 down. Big second out there. That'll give Chris Sale the snowman with 8 strikeouts. And Victor Barracoto is coming to the plate. Good thing they already extended Sale, or he'd be like, I'm getting the hell out of here. Y'all don't ever score runs for me. First pitch down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Warming up in the bullpen is Diddy Fuentes. Sale at 84 pitches. He could come out for the 7th, especially with the extra day off. A couple of days off. And there will be one essentially baked into this next round. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss over the top. Change up, 1-2. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. The infield back into the left. Huge hole on the right side as they hold on Devers. And I don't really know why you hold Devers, because you're opening your defense up on that right side, and he is not a threat to steal. The 1-1. Swing, chops it foul. Towards the third base dugout, 1-2. One-two count. Sale flips it up there, and that ball's chopped down the line. You've got the bottom in the order after Barracoto. So you could see Sale going out there for another inning to face them. The 1-2. Right there, bottom of the zone, caught looking, strike 3, and there's 2 down. So a big strikeout there for Sale. That is strikeout number 9. Lee, the batter, coming to the plate. The left-hander is 0 for 2 with the ground out, and he grounded into a double play. The infield can now play all the way back and not at double play depth. And here we go. Pitch number 89 misses inside for a ball. Sinker, it's 1-0. Lefty-lefty matchup. Infield back and to the right. Outfield deep and straight away. The 1-0. Swing. Chopper on the ground towards Ozzie. Ozzie making the long extension and throws the ball away. It's going to be an error on Ozzie Albies, and it's 2-0 as all the runners are safe. And they'll have runners at second and third and 2 outs. Ozzie Albies. Tough time getting over to that ball, but once he got it, you thought he was going to get us out of the jam. Lee busting it down the line, and he did have to hurry the throw per se. But normally that's a play that Ozzie's going to make, and that ball's wide of the mark, and 2 errors in the inning have led to 2 runs. So 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the 6th. And here's the first pitch. 4-seamer right there for a strike. It's 1-0. They gave it a single and then an error. That's a very generous home cooking call. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. That was an E4 all the way. Once he got to the ball, you got to figure that Ozzie's got to make that play. 1-1 count. Swing, rifles it back foul. 1-2. Eric Haas, the batter, and what this all pretty much means is that you can expect Sales not coming back out for the 7th no matter what. But the bullpen has not been the issue during these struggles. It's all been the offense. A little bit of starting pitching, but it's been the offense more than anything else. The 1-2 from Sale. Caught looking, strike 3. Frisbee on the outer edge. He ends up with 10 strikeouts. 2 earned runs it shouldn't be. And we'll be back in a flash going to the 7th, trailing by 2.
How did you survive the coronavirus, Dad?
I drank a ton of bourbon.
Legend.
I am trigender, which means like a triangle, I have 3 genders.
Oh, that's nice, honey. I wish you'd try to find the right dosage. Listen, I'm gonna get hate for this one way or the other, because if you take a stance in the middle, including in a threesome, people will always judge you. But if you want to call yourself a chick, you want to call yourself a dude, that's something I can get behind, because at least that way I'm not in the middle, because of the aforementioned threesome. Seriously, though, I couldn't give 2 do you, but do it quieter. But anything outside of that just feels like the lamest, laziest way to get attention. And I know you're gonna ask, why do you care? Well, if you have kids, they're gonna be intermingled with my kids at school, and then my kid's gonna tell your kid, listen here, Fruit of the Loom, nobody even likes Tri-Blend, and then I'm gonna get a call in, I'm gonna have to take my kid, take time out of my day to take them out of school, and then we're gonna go get ice cream and probably go to Dave & Buster's and spend the day together. Disregard. Continue.
Day 1, no sports gambling. Day 2, no sports gambling. Day 1, no sports gambling. Day 1, no sports gambling.
Koufax. Fastball got him. Strikeout number 8.
In 1965, Sandy Koufax set baseball's single-season strikeout record with 382. No one thought it could be broken. Well, having someone to chase after was great motivation for Nolan. And in 1973, he was hot on Sandy's heels. In his final start of the season, Nolan was 16 strikeouts away from breaking his idol's record.
There is 375. Here is the pitch to Killebrew, a fastball. Hey! There is 380.
Guys are coming back and said, boys, we're in for a tough night tonight. They were swinging and missing.
One more strike. That would tie Koufax. Ryan straightened. Here's the pitch. He's got it. Standing ovation again for Pete Rose.
Braves trail 2-0 as we go to the top of the 7th inning. Matt Olson leads us off. No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for Atlanta. That's been the kicker right there for them. As the first pitch is right there at the knees, it's 0-1. 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors for San Francisco. The 0-1 pitch. Out and away, slider misses, 1-1. I mean, if you can't beat them, get them to join you. Robbie Ray and Logan Webb are rumored as being on the trade block for the Giants right now. The 1-1. Swatted away foul. And if we've ever needed pitching, I don't understand why you want to wait until the deadline. That's 5 weeks away. The 1-2 count. Get one of them, or heck, get 2 of them. Tell them, get on the plane. Let's go. The 1-2 pitch, down and away. 2-2. So what they're going to be doing in the next series is Martin Perez is getting one that starts, and then the other 2 games are going to piggyback again. As the 2-2 pitch, down and away. Full count. And it's not by desire. It's because they can't trust Bryce Elder to go more than about 3 innings. Same thing with, I mean, honestly, the same thing with Grant Holmes. He went 4 last night and looked good as the 3-2 pitch swing. Swats it through the hole, and it's on for a leadoff single for your Atlanta Braves. Good piece of hitting there by Matt Olson. Maybe that'll wake the bats up here.
This
and then
is not watered down.
Raylo.
This is Ice House.
You can't count on him to go
Ice
more
House.
than about 3.
Smooth as it gets.
And then Hurston Waldrop. Honestly, I think what I would do is I would start Waldrop and Elder, and however you want to combine it, but have the guys go off of them. First pitch swinging by Drake Baldwin. He's going to ground into a force out there at second base. Baldwin will beat it out. It'll be a 4-6 put out, 1 down. Baldwin's batting average will drop to .257 on the fielder's choice. And Austin Riley batting .211 coming to the plate. Riley, a pop out and a fly out. First pitch is a P at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Takes and fires. Swing, swats it back foul. 0-2. So an 0-2 count. This score holds. The Braves will drop to 3 games in front of Philadelphia. The 0-2 pitch. Outside wide, 1-2. Joey Bart is on deck. Eli in the hole. 1 on, 1 out. The bullpen is working for the Giants. Robbie Ray's only at 72 pitches, but they may not want him going through the lineup a 4th time. But you can understand that in today's game. The 1-2. Knocks it back foul. Four-seamer, a little bit out of the zone. Chased it high. We'll do it again. The 1-2, pops it up. High down the right field line. That'll be an easy F9 on your scorecard. 2 down. Joey Bart, the batter. First pitch, down and in for a ball. Slider misses. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. One count. Pop up. And that should end the inning. F9, Braves go quietly once again. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Trailing by 2 here in Braves country. Welcome back, bottom of the 7th. Giants lead this one 2-0. Tell you one thing, it's not helping us. Anthopoulos is on some kind of weird diet, because I remember mentioning it at the beginning of the year, and now he looks like a pencil neck. He is full-blown dork right now, and I don't think it's helping him in the trade talks. He's getting shoved into lockers. And they got him on the screen on Braves Vision right now, man. Jeez. He looked like an everyday guy when he first got to Atlanta. Now he looks like he should be snapping on the corner with the beret, reading some weird poetry. Diddy Fuentes coming on. I'm hoping we get some kind of news on Acuna in the off day. They have been really quiet about him. I'm starting to think he's not going to be back till the All-Star break. And if that's the case, they need to make some kind of a move to generate some offense, because this offense is stagnant. And I really think it's one of those things where it's contagious. Bad offense is contagious. When they were all hitting, we were scoring runs left and right, and guys you don't expect to get on base were getting on base. The first pitch from Diddy Fuentes is fouled back. It's 0-1. But now that they're all slumping, it reminds you of last year and in 2024, where they just couldn't find runs. The 0-1 misses high, 1-1. And what's even more infuriating is that Philly doesn't lose. Like, every time you look up, Philly's finding a way to beat. And I know they're not getting tested per se, but everybody plays the same schedule, and they're 3 behind us if this score holds. 1-1 misses high, 2-1. So a 2-1 count. right there for a strike. You look at the final games that Philly has to end this first half of the season, per se, though this is technically game 82, but you know what I mean heading into the All-Star break. The 2-2 pitch swing. He's going to drop that one into center field, and it's down for a base hit. So a leadoff single for the Giants, leading by 2. I mean, it doesn't get much easier than this. They're playing roadkill for the next 2 weeks. Pittsburgh, Kansas City, the Reds, who've been horrific, and Detroit, who doesn't have a pulse. Meanwhile, the Braves are going to face the Cardinals twice, who've been very good this year. They've been surprises. They face the Mets, and they do play Pittsburgh, but it's a little tougher schedule than what St. Louis has. So what Philly has. So you kind of expect them to be right there with Atlanta, if not past them, at the All-Star break. Righty-righty matchup. The pitch on the way. Swing swatted down the line under the glove of Riley. And his troubles continue over there. The throw comes into the infield off the glove of Kim. Riley gets the rebound, and they've got runners on second and third and nobody out. I agree with that statement wholeheartedly, Rosemary. I cannot stand the West Coast trips. I remember, I believe it was 2014, where the Braves were in the heat of a division race, and they went out to the West Coast and lost, I believe it was 10 in a row. And it was just like, what? Yeah, they lost 10 in a row, and the season was over. This was in August. First pitch misses outside for a ball. It's 1-0. I remember it was San Diego. Of course, it's always San Diego involved. Seattle, and I want to say the third team was probably the Dodgers, but it may not have been. But I remember it was in August. It was right before football season started. We were starting our sports talk show. So, yeah, it would have been 2014, I'm pretty sure. It's a 2-0 to Arias. With 2 on and nobody out. Diddy Fuentes is in trouble here. Dylan Lee is warming up. I don't know why you want to waste Lee in a spot like this. Is the 2-0. Swing rattles it back foul, 2-1. And by the time we got back, it was over. I mean, I wish I had the numbers in front of me, but I want to say at that point we got back late August, early August, whatever it was, and we were almost double digits out of the race. Pitch inside. Did he go around? They said he did not. 3-1. So he's a ball away from loading the bases. Helio Ramos stands on deck, and Devers is in the hole. Infield end, the 3-1 pitch, swings, swats it high and deep into right field. And Eli will make the catch for allowed out number 1, but that not only will score the run on a sac fly, but that will also move the runner from second to third. So they're doing the little things here to move the base runners along today. Couple of cool things happened on this date, June 28th, in Major League Baseball. We didn't cover in the video. It was the first pitch is outside wide, 4-seam fastball. It's 1-0. Branch Rickey, yes, that Branch Rickey was the catcher for the Washington Senators, or excuse me, catcher for the Highlanders, and the Senators steal 13 bases on Branch Rickey. 1-0 outside wide, 2-0. Imagine getting 13 bases stolen on you. That was his sign that it was time for him to start thinking about the front office. Of course, the great Branch Rickey was the one that developed the St. Louis Cardinals farm system. As the 2-0 outside wide, nowhere near the zone, 3-0 to Ramos, and Devers is standing on deck. And he also was the man that broke the color barrier, signing Jackie Robinson to the Dodgers. The 3-0 below the knees, ball 4. Bases are loaded and 1 out, and the kid just doesn't have it today. I think you got to go out there and get him, and Walt Weiss is. So we'll take a quick break. Bottom of the 7th, trailing by 3. Runners on the corners, 1 out, and Weiss going to the pen. Welcome back. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Rafael Devers coming to the plate. I swear this guy bats every other inning. Dylan Lee trying to stop the bleeding here. Braves trail 3-0. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way is upstairs. Out of the zone, it's 1-0. Looks like Devers is going to challenge this. Oh, the Braves are challenging. That ball's in the zone. And it has been confirmed it is in the zone. If anybody knows Bill Veeck and they know his colorful past, here's another thing that Bill Veeck did on this date in the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss over the top. It's 0-2. Bill Veeck, the constant promoter, running the White Sox and a couple other organizations, but he was always trying to find a way to bring people to the stands. Of course, back then it wasn't all about TV numbers. It was about how many fans you could bring through the turnstiles. So in an innovative promotion staged by Bill Veeck as the 0-2 misses high and out of the zone for Rafael Devers, 1-2. The White Sox host a 3-ring circus that features acrobats, sword swallowers, elephants between games of a Sunday doubleheader. Is the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good pitch there by Dylan Lee, and there's 2 down. And as the writer put that, the White Sox did not clown around. They swept the Yankees in Comiskey in 59 on that circus day, 9-2 and 4-2. Willie Adames, the batter, runners at the corners. 2 outs now, the Braves trail by 3. First pitch, swing and a miss over the top. It's 0-1. 42 years ago today, Dwight Evans in 1984 completes the 15th cycle in Boston Red Sox history. Off the Mariners is the 0-1 swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Giving the Red Sox a dramatic 9-6 victory in Fenway. The last hit that he got was a walk-off 3-run home run to complete the cycle. The 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and we will head to the top of the 8th, trailing by 3 here in Braves country.
6 miles from Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink.
When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Afternoon, everybody.
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer. Salute.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks!
Pretty soon we're going to become this country.
This is total BS!
Oh, yeah. Me and the Lord. You gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
I'm on the radio every day!
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next. You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you're probably seeing trouble. I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way to Eli White is swung on and hit hard on the ground. It's going to skip through the glove of Matt Chapman. I believe that's going to be an error, but we'll wait for it to get the official score.
The ground for our sake, both thorns and thistles, it shall bring forth for us.
They will call that an error, and Ha-Seong Kim to the plate. Batting .069 with the walk today. Pitch misses outside. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Misses on the outer edge. 2-0. Notice that earlier today, Kyle Farmer hit a home run down for the Klingstones in Columbus. Remember, they're trying to transition him to as a catcher. He caught years ago, but they're trying to have him relearn that tool as the 2-0 right there at the knees, 2-1. Won't be shocked if they get, I don't know if they'll do it before the All-Star break, but don't be shocked if he ends up being the backup catcher down the road, because he could give you a lot of flexibility as the 2-1 pitch, outside wide, 3-1. There is a righty and a lefty warming up in the San Francisco bullpen. Robbie Ray is only at 82 pitches, but this is the 8th inning. The 3-1 count. Flip it over to first real quick to keep Eli close by. Get him out of the game, and then you never know. The next guy comes in, he may not have it, and Katie barred the door. The first goal is to get this guy out of the game. The 3-1 upstairs for a strike, taken all the way. Good take there by Kim. Been swinging the bat the way he has. You don't want to be just trying to ambush. Just work your way aboard any way you can. The payoff pitch, swing, pop up. And that'll die into the glove into right field. It'll be F9, Kim. Head back to the dugout, batting .068. I don't understand, unless there's something that they're hiding from us, why they did not pinch hit there with Kim. I mean, you had Mateo from the right side of the plate, because the first pitch is right there at the knees. It's on one. You almost wonder if Mateo did something internally, because right as this series started, Weiss made the comment he thought this would be a good series to see what Kim could do. Like it was a foregone conclusion that he was going to start every game. 0-1, out and away, 1. And though you like having Dominic Smith and Tellez as pinch hitters on the bench, it really hamstrings you having two left-handed bats when you face southpaws who can't play anywhere in the field except first. The 1-1 pitch, swing, slaps it down the right field line. That ball's going to get in the corner. That ball's going to get down where the green grass grows. Eli White cooking and booking, and he'll stop at second base. And it's a one-out double for your Atlanta Braves. Good job, a piece of hitting there by Mauricio Dubon.
Pardon me, would you have any?
But of course. One of life's finer pleasures.
And looks like they're going to come out there to get the ball from Robbie Ray. Or they just go, no, it looks like this is just a powwow. I thought that was Vitello, but it looks like that's Justin McCage. Right-hander and a left-hander still warming up in the pen. Michael Harris II coming to the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way. That one middle miss high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Braves at the top of the order. So you've got Harris and then Ozzie on deck and Olsen in the hole. The 0-1. Or 1-0, excuse me. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. One count. Outside wide. 2-1. The 2-1 count. Infield back and to the right. Harris digging in. The pitch outside wide. 3-1. Once again, Ozzie Albies stands on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Right down the pipe for a strike. Taken all the way, trying to load the bases up, and it's a full count. Fourth time through the order for Robbie Ray. Full count, second and third, 1 out. Kicks and fires, swing, lifts it high, Deep down the left field line and making the catch out there in the corner. Here comes the throw to the infield. Eli White will be safe, and the Braves are on the board. So 3-1 is your score. Runner at second stays put on the throw. Dubon probably should have came to third, excuse me. But he was playing it safe. And Ozzie Albies the batter. Lefty, righty, first pitch, down and away. It's 1-0. Pop up. Lazy fly ball, lazy at bat, and that'll be an F8 in your scorecard, and that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Braves trail 3-1.
I see when a raccoon gets drunk and passes out in a bathroom, it's a news story. But when I do it, I have a problem. Okay, all right, that's fine, whatever.
When the hell are you going to admit that the war was wrong? I ain't talking about that war. I don't want to talk about that rotten damn war no more. I'm talking about something else. And what he done was wrong. Saying he won't go. Well, you think the whole people of this country can say whether or not they want to go to war? You couldn't get a decent war off the ground that way. All the young people would say no, sure they would, because they don't want to get killed. And that's why we leave it to the Congress, cause them old cracks ain't gonna get killed.
I ain't never heard a white person say they at their cousin house.
I ain't gonna lie, he got a point.
Hey, it costs nothing to be a decent freaking human being. Y'all quit being buttholes on here. That's all.
Ruth was at the game with me that night. The end of 9 innings, the score's tied. He's got 15 strikeouts for the night. He's tied.
I'd pulled my hamstring in one of the extra innings.
He had cramps in his legs. He could hardly walk, but he kept going.
Nolan Ryan will go it in 11. When you talk about pain, I call it discomfort. You learn to pitch with it, and that just came with the territory.
And Ryan does not have much left. There goes Carew swinging a miss. The throw to second base, not in time. And the crowd wanted Carew to be saved. Ryan now has 2 strikes on Richard. It's a Major League strikeout king of all time.
So whoever invented the first clock, how you know what time it is?
Bottom of the 8th we go. Trailing 3-1, and the first pitch on the way from Tyler Kinley. Coming into the ball game versus Barracoto. It's a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Tyler Kinley with a 3.1 ERA in 32 appearances. Tell you how good the Atlanta Braves bullpen has been. 4 of the top 8 relievers in Major League Baseball is the 0-1 swing and a miss. It's 0-2. With the best ERAs in relief, and it has to be 20 or more. The Atlanta Braves have 4 of the top 8 relievers of ERA in all of Major League Baseball. The 0-2 out and away 1-2. There's no telling where we'd be without this bullpen. Thank you, Scott. We'll try to get it back together. They've had some awful issues with this 3D here today out in San Francisco. Oh, it's not that far off. Okay. Pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 from Kinley. Brings it. Swing, pops it up. High into right field, and underneath it is Eli White, one down. Braves trailing by 2 in the 9th inning. They will have Matt Olson, Baldwin, and Riley. And in years past, that would be great news. They're just not hitting so well right now. Maybe they can get jump start. They could have a come-from-behind victory today. That would really kickstart something for the Braves, especially if you're talking about riding back home and feeling good about yourself. So it's very far from over with the bloop and a blast tying it. But it just feels more dramatic because we haven't been scoring. First pitch is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Swing, rifles it back, foul. It's 0-2. O2 count. Kinley comes set, brings it. Curveball nowhere near the zone outside, pitch out territory. One-two count. On deck is Haas. The pitch on the way. Swing, pops it up. Back behind the plate. And Joey Bart will make the catch. F2, 2 down. The right-hander Caleb Killian is warming up in the bullpen for the Giants. I was watching Killian pitch the other day because I was curious where they were heading into our series as far as bullpen usage. And as the first pitch is out of the zone, called for a ball, it's 1-0. Killian was facing the Athletics, and they got to him. The 1-0 swing and a miss, 1-1. He went 2/3 of an inning and gave up 4 earned runs, 4 hits. So hopefully he'll struggle today. Now, with that being said, that was the only time he's had a hiccup in the month of June. But sometimes when it rains, it pours when it comes to relief pitchers. 1-1 count. Kinley coming set. Brings it. Swing, laces it towards left field. Making the diving catch out there is Mauricio Dubon, and we'll head to the top of the 9th. Trailing by 2 here in Braves country.
We're a team. One person struggles, we all struggle. One player triumphs, we all triumph.
Well, since when are you the quitting kind?
I don't know. I just don't see the point anymore.
Want to talk about our opponent?
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself.
They're bigger, faster, stronger, and on paper, they're just better, and they know it too. But I want to tell you something that they don't know. They don't know your heart. I do. I've seen it. You have shown it to me. You have shown yourselves just exactly who you are. When you take that field, you've got to lay that heart on the line. From the soles of your feet, with every ounce of blood you've got, lay it on the line, and if you do that, you cannot lose. We cannot be defeated. How you play today, from this moment on, is how you will be remembered.
Hey! What's this lying around?
Well, what are we supposed to do, you moron?
What? Over? Did you say over? Where's the spirit? Where's the guts? Huh? Oh, we're afraid to go with you. We might get in trouble. Well, just kiss my from now on! Not me! I'm not gonna take this!
This is your opportunity to rise from these ashes and grab glory.
Nothing is over until we decide it is! Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no! And
And it ain't over now. Because when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Who's with me?
Could fight him with conventional weapons. That could take years. I think we have to go all out.
Want to talk about our opponent?
He's a dead man!
This situation absolutely requires
Our opponent.
Dead!
a really futile and stupid gesture be done on somebody's part.
Our opponent.
Dead! We're just the guys to do it. Let's go!
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Excuse me. Gotta take my first step toward the Hall of Fame.
And this crowd's back into it now.
Personally, I think we got hosed on that call.
Matt Olson will lead us off. And Caleb Killian will start off. I thought they might bring the southpaw on to start the inning, but they do not. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way is outside wide. He can bring it 97 miles an hour. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. The 1-1 count. Braves trail 3-1. Kicks and fires. Swing, laces it down the right field line. If it's fair, it's just foul. I thought it was foul. Lee was getting the carom and ready to fire back in the infield, but it did miss the line by about a foot or two. It was strange how he came up firing, ready to throw out Olson. The 1-2. Outside wide, good take by Riley. That pitch was just off the edge. They want to challenge this. He's not going to get this, I can guarantee you that. That pitch was well outside the zone, so we won't even wait for it. Yep, it's wrong. You're wrong. So a 2-2 to Olson. Pitch on the way, swing, fouls it away, 97-mile-an-hour fastball out of play. Two count. Infield back and to the right. Olson digging in. The pitch, swing, laces it towards left center field. That ball's going to get down where the green grass grows. Olson chugging.
This is not water.
Chugging.
This is ice.
Chugging. He'll chug on into second base, and it's a leadoff double for your Atlanta Braves. He split the gap. Nothing wrong with going shopping in the gap on a Sunday afternoon, and Olson split that wig, and it's the tying run to the plate with Drake Baldwin. We know he's struggled quite a bit, and Riley's on deck. Bart would be due up after that, but they would probably pinch it. The first pitch swinging, dribbles it over to short. It's going to be a 6-3 putout, and another at bat given away by Drake Baldwin. His batting average nosedives to 255, one down. He has been absolutely brutal. And the worst part about it is he's doing this thing where it doesn't look like his head's in it. He's just kind of going through the motions at the plate. Normally, Drake Baldwin is fighting off every pitch. First pitch swinging by Austin Riley is a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. I don't know if he's just never been through this kind of a slump before. That might have something to do with it. He hasn't had this kind of slump in the big leagues. He is batting .051 in June. The 0-1 swing and a miss. 0-2. Now we know he spent some time on the IL in June, but he's had 2 hits in the month of June. 2 hits. The 0-2 swing, chopper over to third base, and Olsen will come home to score, but the Braves are down to their last out. So a bat there because tried to find a way to get on. Dominic Smith will come to the plate, representing the tying run. And looks like Vitello is going to come bring... Is he going to take him out of the game? It's interesting if you don't trust your closer. May just be a quick scouting report to go over. They are going to let Killian face him. This is just a quick powwow to talk to Killian about Dominic Smith. Wouldn't that be something if he tied the game up? Being an ex-San Francisco Giant. Braves still have Mateo, Tellez, and Yastrzemski for pinch running and pinch hitting duties. Righty-lefty matchup in the first pitch. Braves down to the last out, take the first pitch down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Kicks and fires right there at the knees. 1-1. So if Dominic does get on, you do have Yaz to run for him. Or Mateo. Most likely Mateo, assuming there's nothing wrong with Mateo. You just wonder because they haven't played him in the series. The 1-1 pitch. Swing rips it up the middle, and that ball goes Cadillacing off the glove of Adames. That was a hot shot, and it's going to be a 2-out single for the Dominator. So how about that? We got the tying run on base.
This is a time for leaders to step up. Make us believe again.
Woo-wee, did he rip that pitch.
Welcome to the United States of you. Just got
Yaz is going to come to the plate representing the go-ahead run. And Mateo will pinch run. So it doesn't look like there was anything physical wrong with him. And Mateo can fly. Mateo can flat out fly. We've seen it from time to time, but he is a threat to go in this situation. So Mike Yastrzemski coming to the plate, and Mateo going to first. Runner at first. 2 outs, and the pitch on the way to the Yaz is a knuckle curve at the knees. It's 0-1. That's the pitch he tries to set you up with. He's got that four-seam fastball. And they've got about a 20-mile-an-hour difference. Just about 97, 98 is where the fastball comes. 80 is where that knuckle curve just came in at. The 0-1, four-seamer, right down the pipe, 97 on the outer edge, and it's 0-2. Braves down to their last strike. On deck would be Kim, but they could pinch hit there as well because remember, Mateo could come in for Kim. The 0-2. Ball goes off the glove of the catcher, and going down to second base is Mateo. He was taken off anyways. He'll be safe with these, and now the tying run is just a single away. Anything that gets down in the outfield, they're sending Mateo. There's no way you hold him up. So the tying runs at second, a 1-2 count. And the Yaz just looking for a base hit. The pitch on the way, high and out of the zone. It's 2-2. Once again, on the bench is Rowdy Tellez. He could come in and pinch hit, and he is standing on deck now. And they could shuffle it around defensively if this goes extras. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike three. Chased a bad knuckle curve in the dirt, and that'll end the inning. That'll end the game. The Braves were one run away from tying this up. And though it wasn't one of their better efforts, you got to love the fight in them. They got up off the mat and almost tied this baby up. Braves lose a tough one, 3-2, and they drop the series 2-1.
This sucks, and it's horse but I'm too polite to say anything, because I'm a class act.
There isn't anything to do. We're done. We're licked.
What do they do to us?
Right now, we're caught as we're wanted. If it's amusement you're after, I guess the game's up.
Man, it's all over with.
Oh, what a loser!
So goodbye, everybody, and remember, please, for the next day or so, the terrible lesson you learned tonight.
Oh no! We suck again!
3-2, your final 3 runs. 10 hits and an error for San Francisco. 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Atlanta Braves. Once again, they just could not solve Robbie Ray. He dominated the Atlanta Braves. 8 innings, no earned runs, 2 strikeouts, a walk, and only 4 hits allowed. Chris Sale with the valiant effort, the defense let him down. Those 2 errors led to the runs that lost the Braves the game. Sale goes 6 innings, 8 hits, 1 earned run, 10 punches, and a walk. That should be enough to get you the win. It was not. Killian gets his 6th save of the year. Sale goes to 8-6. We will see you Tuesday. Go rest your brain from this debacle that is the West Coast and the Braves. And we will see you Tuesday night, refreshed, ready to roll, ready to recharge, welcoming in the St. Louis Cardinals. We've got 2 doubleheaders for you this week, Wednesday and Friday. Cardinals and Mets are coming to town. Casey at the Bat by Ernest Lawrence Thayer. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2, but with 1 inning more to play. And when Cooney died at first and Barrows did the same, a pall-like silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could but get a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did Jimmy Blake, and the former was a hoodoo while the latter was a cake. So upon that stricken multitude, grim, melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single, to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted and men saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second and Flynn a hugging third. Then from 5,000 throats and more rose a lusty yell. It rumbled through the valley, it rattled in the dell. It pounded on the mountain and recoiled upon the flat, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing, and a smile lit Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. No stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded when he wiped them on his shirt. Then while the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance flashed in Casey's eye, a sneer cooled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, and Casey stood a-watching it in a haughty grandeur there. Closed by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. That ain't my style, said Casey. Strike one, the umpire said. From the benches black with people, there went up a muffled roar, like the beating of a storm waves on a stern and distant shore. Kill him! Kill the umpire! Shouted someone on the stand, and it's likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. With a smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult, he bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the dun sphere flew. But Casey ignored it, and the umpire said, "Strike two!" "Fraud!" cried the maddened thousands, and echoed answered, "Fraud!" But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain. And they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is from Casey's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball. And now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in the favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. Casey at the Bat, Ernest Lawrence Thayer, published June 3rd, 1888. San Francisco Examiner.
Goodbye, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.